yeah.
And now, our feature presentation.
He's real, he's live. We've known his name, we've felt his spirit, we've basked in his wisdom, we've been birthed into his creation, but we've never met him. But now we can see him live and in person. Wouldn't that be something? But anybody could stand up and say, here I am. There's all kind of Michael Jackson imposters. But there's something about the imposter when the real thing comes. The imposter just has to sit down. You have many look-alike Michaels, but there ain't but one Michael. Pardon my language, there is not but one. They have many look-alike Michael Jordans, but there is not but one. You may have many playing God, but there is only one. He's unique, he's incomparable, he's matchless. There's none like him. Now listen. Isn't it interesting that the Arabic language is one of the most mathematically precise languages in creation?
Yes, sir.
One little dot over a word changes the meaning. And every word has so many different shades of meaning. It is a mathematically precise language. But when it comes to describing God, it seems to be lost for some reason because it keeps using pronouns. Like I, like me, like him, and he. Well, wait a minute. If God is not like you and me, why call him he? Give a more descriptive, mathematically precise way of talking about God. Don't say him, we might make a mistake. Don't say he, we might make a mistake. Don't say I, we might make a mistake. But the book says God sees, but he doesn't have eyes. God hears, but he doesn't have ears. God talks, but he doesn't have vocal cords. God's arm, the book says, is not too short that it cannot save, but it's really not talking about an arm. But the arm is just used to describe the power of this physical member of our body, that it is an arm and it supports me. So God's arm is his power. But how does he manifest his power? He manifests it through physical creation. Is that right? Well, God must be known today. There would come a time when we wouldn't have to guess about God anymore. There would come a time that God would make himself known and you could see him live and in person and in living color. Now, you know, people do a lot of things to make themselves known. When I was in show business, all of us lived to be known. Most people in show business don't want money, they just want to be known. So others get the money and they get known. That's why most of our show people die broke and their managers die rich. Because our people just wanted to be known, just wanted to be seen, just wanted to be heard. Now, in order to get known in this world, you got to do something different. And And what you do different has to be appealing to the mass. Mariah Carey has a different sound. She has a beautiful voice, but she does the things that Minnie Riperton used to do. But she does it even a little better. So when you make manifest her gift, people hear it and say, I never heard anything quite like that before. Wow, this is great. Get known. Never seen anybody, play ball like Michael. I mean, his predecessor, Dr. J, was wonderful. And after Dr. J retired, we never thought we'd see someone like that again, but we just keep producing, greatness out of our ranks. So Michael can go up under the basket, jump up, scoop, and then, change hands in midair and dunk, and does all those wonderful things. So everybody's talking about Michael because he does something different. That's how you get known. Some of us want to get known so bad we get strange. We'll wear shoes that are 16 feet tall. Walk around on stilts. Y'all see me? You can't see me. I see you. Look up. I'm up over you. I'm 16 feet. People do crazy things just to be seen. They want to be known. I've seen people carry tables in their jaw. Sit fat women on the table and then sit down and pick the table up. I said, now that's something unusual. That'll get you known, all right. I've seen the fat woman in the carnival. Used to call her Baby Emma. Over 500 pounds. And she would come out with a garment, looked like an elephant was on one thigh and a rhinoceros was on the other. And she would do a little move and breathe heavy and flop down. I'm a little tired. But she got known, I used to go see the tattooed lady. There was a man that was 8 foot tall. We had never seen anything like that. But you got to be different in order to be known. Well, God said in the Bible, he wanted to make himself known. Well, God, why do you want people to know you? Since you've been hiding from us so long, why do you want people to know you? He said, because it is time now that all false gods be set down. That everything that the people worship that is not God has to fail them. All my servants that they call on beside me, everything that they bow down to and worship beside me, I have to destroy their confidence in all gods, lest I got to make myself known that worship in this day will be only and solely for me. Well, if God wants to make himself known, then he has to create a problem that no man can solve. He has to create a force that no man can deal with. And then he allows the problem to intensify so that the world's attention is on the problem. And he allows the force to become so great that the world's attention will be on the force that is so powerful, so awe-inspiring, so unable to be dealt with. Then God will enter live and in person and say, now the problem cannot be solved. Come scholars, come scientists, come all of you with knowledge, deal with this. And when they wring their hands and say it's too great, we can't handle it, raises a force that is so powerful. He says, come powerful men, come angels, come anybody, deal with this force. And they all bow down and say, I can't deal with it. It's too much for me. Then he comes out of the wings. But before he comes out of the wings, he does the impossible. He takes weakness and casts it against strength.